Good morning, I'm Carson Jeffries with the Mold Firm, and I'm here today with a longtime friend and owner of Air Allergen Mold Testing.
My name is Richard Johnson. I'm the President and CEO of Air Allergen and Mold Testing. We can do similar kind of sampling that we do in the carpet for furniture. We have a portable vacuum with a special nozzle and a special basket that will be able to capture the dust that contains the mold spores. And we can vacuum that furniture, and we can learn something about it in terms of the quantity of spores that are on there and whether or not they're likely to be growing at that time or not. If it's a fabric, we're measuring the dust that has settled on it into the fabric. If we're looking at the framing where it's been water damaged in the bottom or something, there we would maybe take a tape sample or a swab to find out whether there's mold growth that's associated with water damage. So we can learn about that in terms of the furniture by taking those samples. Our database isn't as complete in the furniture side of it as it is in the carpet dust, but we can imply, based on what we see in the carpet dust, to what we see in the furniture to give some guidance as to whether or not it's likely that it can be cleaned up or whether it should be discarded.
So in certain cases, you may find that a tenant or a homeowner should not be moving property from the mold contaminated residence to a new mold-free residence.
Yes, in some cases that would be true.
And let me ask you, are there certain spores that can develop on the property that could cause health effects if that personal property was moved to a new location, say a large upholstered couch?
Well, yes, because any of the spores that would be in that couch, if the conditions are right, are going to grow. And if they grow, they're putting those spores out into the air, and those spores that are out into the air, if they find another place to grow as well, the more places that they can find in an environment that they can grow in, they can continue to reproduce.